First things first, screw white backgrounds. I'm here to break all the rules of YouTube. Second, does your love for sneakers eat into your budget because you're a broke ass trying to afford dope sneakers? Yeah, mine too. I'm borderline obsessed with sneakers and I hardly ever have the money to sort of buy the dopest ones or, well, what is considered the dopest ones. So I've over the years developed a almost foolproof system to get your hands on the dopest sneakers without having to break your budget, break your bank, stay low on the rands. And I'm just here to share that knowledge with you, and also obviously keep you up to date on what's happening, what's going on in the game and general happenings of sneaker culture. So without wasting any further of your time, I'm Zara, and this is Broke Bitch Fresh Kicks.
Drip, drop, water galore. So much drip when I walk, I water the floor. Get on the bed, other shit I never thought of before.
Today I'm wearing the Harry Potter Vans, the Golden Snitch pack. They are an old school cut, but with the wings of the Golden Snitch where the old school pattern usually would be. What's nice about these is they have a little small surprise on the laces where you would actually have a little Golden Snitch threaded into your shoelace. Nice gold sole, black canvas material, very easy to maintain. These ones I actually paid retail price for, which wasn't that bad because retail price was only 1,099 Rand. But I hardly buy shoes at retail price, mainly because I'm always looking for a bargain. The reason I paid retail price for these is because I bought them on drop day. Again, one of the very few pairs of shoes I actually bought on drop day. Usually I buy them a while after because that's when prices are usually better, depending on what type of shoe you're obviously trying to get. So yeah, that's my shoe of the day, Harry Potter Vans.
Drip, drop, water galore.
Next up, we have a segment I'm calling New Drip Drop, which is basically just a quick rundown on shoes that are dropping in the next few weeks or shoes that have dropped in the last week or so. This week's New Drip Drop focuses on the Converse VLTG collection. I think this is really dope because they brought back a 90s feel into sort of a modern shoe. They did do a basketball shoe version of the VLTG collection. I'm not crazy about that because I'm also not crazy about basketball shoe shapes. I have a flat foot, I like flat shoes. But I really like what they did with the Chuck Taylor All-Star cuts. They have like 4 versions, 2 in black and 2 in white, where they have high top and low cuts, and they're really dope. I really love what they did with the print. It's really like, it's pretty much a zigzag print going all across the shoe. They obviously have that Converse touch to it that just makes it's stellar. I definitely got my hands on a pair. I couldn't help it, I had to. They were really dope, they were fire shoe. They're actually still in high rotation. You can actually find them at your sports scene, any retail sneaker shops. But Superbalist actually has a very good special going because of their payday special where you can get up to 40% off. So just be sure to go take a look on Superbalist because they do have the VLTG collection on special at 40% off. The other new drip drop for this week is AKA's SNEAKA, or the SNEAKA, I don't know how he says it, which is it's AKA's collaboration with Reebok. That's very big because no South African artist has actually had their own collaboration with a big sneaker brand or sportswear brand of that magnitude, where AKA basically gets most of the proceeds going from those shoes and from the sale of those shoes. And also, I mean, he had his own hand in designing what the shoe actually looks like. Like I said, that's very big. It's a normal classic cut, the classic leather cut, with red at the back, on the back upper, where he's written the word super and mega where the Reebok emblem usually would be. The shoe has a yellow interior with leopard print insole. He's got the Reebok emblem on the sides, has got gray, sort of like a gray tinge going on it. It's a nice shoe. It was retailing for 1,899 Rand and only 600 pairs were produced and sold as far as I know. So unfortunately, those ones you can't get your hands on anymore. I didn't get my hands on them either. But yeah, I think the shoe it's dope for what it's done and for what it's about. I think he could have done a little bit more in terms of design. He could have added a bit more to it. But for what the shoe symbolizes, it's dope. What he's done for himself in terms of the collaboration, that's really good, that's dope. But Yeah, I think the shoe leaves a little bit to the imagination in terms of design. He could have added a little more, I think, color to it maybe, or something, I don't know, something more. I just feel like it's a little bit lackluster in terms of design, but it's a dope shoe. Obviously, it's a Reebok a classic leather cut. Yeah, the classic leather is a standard win, so you can't go wrong with the classic leather cut. So yeah, you just could have. I feel like they could have done a bit more in terms of design, but that's my opinion. You'll hit me up in the comments and you'll let me know what you think about it. If you think I'm a hater, let me know. The next segment is called Laced Up, where I go out into the streets, have a chat with you, check what you're wearing, check what you have to say about what's happening in terms of sneaker culture, what sneakers I should look out for, the general. I'm going on the ground talking to you guys who will be my fans after this episode. So in this week's installment of Laced Up, I went out to two places. I went to House of Vans, which yes, I know happened a while ago. And I also went out to the last installment of Sneakers Only. And I basically took to the ground to speak to the people and ask what they felt on three matters. I firstly asked them what they were wearing, what sneakers they were wearing that day, how they felt in terms of originals versus collabos, and also what they thought were three essentials in terms of sneakers. And this is what they had to say.
Hey guys, I'm Muto Siare and I'm the founder of Sneakers Only. A group that starts the day into the night and is really inspired by sneaker culture. I am wearing some of my favorite shoes. There are 8-foot ones, they're high tops, and they're from the City Collection that Nike did maybe in 2013. And I've got the Pirates pack. Yeah, that's what I've done.
What sneakers I'm wearing today? I got the Golf on the Floors Converse. These are the coloring book editions, the green joints. I like these, the floors on the floor, man.
The Vans Sport, I think. It's called the Vans Sport. I don't know much about Vans, but the Vans Sport, I think that's what it is.
The 5 sneaker essentials is that you always need to know where to clean your sneakers. You always need to know what your favorite sneaker is. That's the easiest thing. A change of shoelaces is always like the best thing to have. That's 3. I think 3 is enough. You don't even need 5.
The 3 sneakers I think everybody should have. Chuck Taylors, basically Chuck 70s are my favorite, but Chuck Taylors. Land Old School, Jordan 1s.
ZX 10,000, it's the Adidas ZX 10,000. There's another Adidas. The Adidas AR Trainer, the collab with the Next Door. It's a pretty fucking good sneaker. And I would say, I don't know the actual model of the shoe, but it's a collab between Adidas and Amamanier. I'm a big Adidas fan this year, so I'm gonna give it.
I think collabos are always great if they're done right. So you'll have your best collabos who will always come in within the essence of the shoe. But originals like what Reebok's done with Reebok Classics, as well as with Nike bringing back a lot of the classics, people are always very nostalgic about the sneakers that they're wearing. So I think maybe Classics wins this one, but a collab is always great, yeah.
I love collabs. I mean, collabs, you get to see essentially just a remake of, so a remodel version of something, but with so much more creativity out there, just as far as like the individual brand's concerned. And it's not just, you're not getting a particular model from the perspective of the brand. You're getting it from the brand and another independent brand, for instance, and that's rad. Like giving independents a platform to collaborate with larger brands and kind of put our product into the world. I think that's dope. Originals, it's limited. Like it's limited to the big brand, and there's not much to it. But it's like a nice old school sneaker. Dope.
So from today's episode onwards, I'm gonna have 2 more segments to the show. One titled For the Bag, in which I'll have a guest and we'll have a quick chat about what they would do for the bag to secure a certain shoe. And in the second segment called What Are Those? This one is for you guys. You send me pictures of shoes or videos or basically anything you can find, anything visual, and you ask me what you would like to know about that shoe, and I'll do my research and get back to you. That segment is called What Are Those? All that being said, thank you for watching the very first episode of Broke Bitch Fresh Kicks. Please do not forget to subscribe to Black Rose Factory's channel. Follow us on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram. I'm at bbfk_ZA. That's bbfk_ZA. And yeah, thanks for watching.
What a good lord. So much drip when I walk, I water the floor.